Hi, I'm Stephanie from museums.love. You might know that the Pergamon Museum in Berlin houses the building-size monument called the Pergamon Altar. You might also know, if you've been watching my channel, that it houses the Ishtar Gate of Babylon, another huge monument. But I bet you didn't know that there's a third building-size monument in the same museum just a few steps away. The Mshatta Facade is not only huge and artistically gorgeous, but it's also about to be closed to visitors to be restored and moved to its new location in the north wing of the Pergamon Museum. So I want to take this opportunity to show you the Mshatta Facade before it's off view for at least 3 years during the restoration and move, probably more. So let's go take one last look. Just like the Pergamon Altar and the Ishtar Gate of Babylon, the Mshatta Facade was also given from the Ottoman Empire to Germany at the end of the 19th, start of the 20th century. They all come from the area that was then ruled by the Ottoman Empire, which has since become independent nations. The Mshatta Facade comes from the area that's now known as Jordan, in fact not so far from the capital city airport at Amman. What we see in the museum today is part of a wall that ran around a palace 144 meters long. The palace was built by the ruler of the Umayyad dynasty, the first ever Islamic dynasty. And it was running at a tumultuous time, so the ruler was assassinated before his palace could be completed in the year 740 of the Common Era. We can even see the parts that were not quite finished being carved yet. The decoration is elaborate. It shows plants and animals living together in harmony, drinking from the same luxuriously decorated basins. The subjects and styles that we see are familiar to us from Roman, Byzantine, and Persian art. The Umayyad ruler apparently wanted to use the same artistic language to project his power, and those early Islamic artists were clearly masterful in creating just that. The decoration also shows us that the Islamic tradition doesn't forbid all figurative images. There are certain images, especially those of the Prophet Muhammad, that are taboo, but other figurative images like plants and animals can appear, especially on ornamental surfaces, in a sort of pattern with no problem whatsoever. Cultural material has been used as currency in politics since time began. We see that today in the many demands that are being made for the return of objects to certain places of origin. The Mshatta Facade was used by the Ottoman Empire as a diplomatic gift, but today it's being used as the center for international collaboration. Many Berlin teams from universities around here are teaming up with Jordanian institutions to research the facade, the place that it came from, and the archaeological context. This sort of looking across borders is what we see in the decoration of the facade as well, which was so international in its time. As usual, you can find out more on museums.love. I'll see you there.